Hello programmers, my name is Lynn, and in today's video we will learn about if, elif, and else statements in Python. So let's go ahead and start. By the end of this video you will understand what is control flow and the use of control flow and the logic. So along with that, you will understand the importance of syntax and the uses of if, elif, and else statements. Additionally, you will understand the syntax for them. And then lastly, we will explore all these concepts into the Jupyter notebook along with some additional ones. And then we will test your knowledge by taking a mini quiz at the end. Let's hop into it. First, we have control flow. Now, control flow allows us to execute code only when we want to. And it's mainly logic. So often this is used when you have a large piece of code and we only want a certain part of the code to be executed when a particular condition is met. For example, let's imagine I'm trying to program a robot to make me 3 meals every single day: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So it will be breakfast at 8 a.m., lunch at 12 p.m., and dinner at 7 p.m. So my code for breakfast would look something like this. If it's 8 a.m., then make me breakfast. So now 8 a.m. is the condition that my robot will have to execute. So at 8 a.m., this is the condition that I'll have my robot to make me breakfast. This is the time, which is the code that will be executed into an action. Okay, moving on. In order to follow this logic, we use 3 keywords. One is if, the other is elif, and the last one is else. Now, let's talk about syntax. We have to understand that control flow syntax in Python makes use of colons and indentation, otherwise known as whitespace. This is what sets it apart from other programming languages. This use of whitespace and indentation allows Python code to be easily readable and very quickly to prototype. So if you still didn't get what I mean, once we hop into the Jupyter notebook, I will show you how Python makes automatic indentation to prevent any errors. And it's part of the whitespace that's programmed in Python. Now, the main use of if, elif, and else statements. If statements in Python allow us to tell the computer to program alternative action based on a certain set of results. Verbally, we can imagine we are telling the computer, if this case happens, perform some action. We can then expand the idea further with elif and else statements, which allow us to tell the computer, if this case happens, perform some action. Else, if it doesn't happen, then perform another action. And else, if none of them happen, then perform this action. Okay? So now the syntax of an if statement is, we put if, which is the keyword, and it will usually be highlighted. And then we have some condition. So if I'm hungry, feed me. And then it will execute some code or action. And then the syntax of if, else, and if statements. So if, it's the same thing. If some condition, then you'll have to execute it. And just look at the colons at the end. These are really important. So if some condition, execute it. Else, do something. Elif, do another thing. Now, I'm going to give you a bit of a little story that you can relate in your life so that you actually understand if, elif, and else statements. Now, if, elif, and else statements are used in passwords where if your password matches the one stored on the page or your laptop, then it will take you to another page. Elif, if the password is incorrect, it will tell you to try again. Otherwise, it will take you to a page to reset your password. So in this example, if, elif, and else statements are found. Usually when you're trying to log into your email account or your Instagram or Facebook account, they will ask you about these. Now, and let me show you how it would look like. So here, for example, they're asking you for your username and your password. If your username is found on the page and the password is the same thing that is stored on the page, then it will take you to the next page and it's successful. However, if your password is incorrect, then it will tell you to try again. Else, it will ask you to give your email and type in a new password. Okay, I hope this made sense. Now let's hop into our Jupyter notebook and explore all these concepts. I'll see you there. Okay, programmers, here we are in our Jupyter notebook. This is where we code on. If you want to know more about this, then make sure to click the link in the description or in the eye in the corner. Okay, so let's start with some exercises. Some simple, easy exercises that will help us understand. So let me write if, which is my keyword or my statement, and then I'm going to write true and a colon. Now I'll press enter and say print. I'm going to print it was true. Okay, and run. So let me explain what I did over here. If was the keyword that I used or the statement that I used, and true is a boolean, so I have to make the first letter capital. And I also did a colon. The colon will help me in indentation. So when I press enter, it goes directly underneath the R, so that it's indented. This place over here we call indentation. Then we have print, it was true again. Perfect. Let's see another example. You can also try something like this. If, and then colon, enter, again indentation, print, it was true. Or we can say like this, correct. Fun. Okay, and run. Correct. Perfect. You can even put this as balls. But for now, I'll just keep it as correct. Again, here we have if and my colon. Okay. Now let's move on to something more interesting and something we can maybe relate in our life. So, thirsty, I'm going to assign this to true, meaning that I may or may not be thirsty. But this one says that I am because it's true. Okay. Make sure that true is capital or else you'll get an error. And then I'm going to press enter. And now if thirsty, colon, print, give me water. So here we have if thirsty, and this is the action that I want to happen. Okay, give me water. Perfect. We can expand our code to something like this. If thirsty, print, give me water, else, a colon, enter, print, I'm not thirsty. And run. So here, because thirsty is true, the output here is give me water. But if thirsty was false, I get I'm not thirsty. Cool. Okay. Now let's try another example. This time we are going to use LOC. LOC means location. Okay, so in Python, LOC is location. I'm going to put this here as a note so that you guys can keep in mind. And let's say my location right now is at the mall. Okay, so what is my location right now? Oh, I spelled mall wrong. Okay, let's do this again. Mall. Perfect. Now let's say here if location. Of course, you can even name this anything. It doesn't have to be location here. It can be anything you want. I just assigned the word LOC to mall, but it can be anything you want. It can be my favorite place, mall. Keep in mind that you can't do anything like this. You can't keep spaces in when you're assigning. So maybe put an underscore, and then you can run it the way you want. Okay. Anyways, for now, I'm going to keep it as lock because I think it's easier to type in, shorter. So yeah, if lock right now, let's say if lock is equal to park, then press enter and print let's go play. Okay, so let's see what we get. If we run this, we get nothing because the location is small, but let's say we're going to change this into park. Let's go play. Okay, now let's keep this as small because we're going to add this. We're going to expand our code. Okay, so let's say we said if location is park, then print let's go play. Let's change this up a bit. elif or elf or elif, whatever you want to pronounce it as, location is equal to mom, then colon, print let's go shopping. Okay. Okay, let's go shopping. Cool. I can even add something else just to make this a longer, maybe more creative code. Let's say the location is at the gym this time. So what are we going to do at the gym? We will print let's work out. Okay, and we can expand this even more. And I'm going to have to add else here because this is the last code I'm going to write. Is equal to, or actually, else, whatever, otherwise, whatever it is, I'm going to print I'm lost. I don't know where I am. I don't know my location. Okay, so let's just explain here what I did. So we have if, elif, else. These are all my keywords and my statements. Now, I use double equal signs. If you don't know why, then you should check out a video that we did about operators. It really explains everything about that. But long story short, double equal signs are used for equal because remember we use this for reassigning. So if you use one equal sign, Python will think we are assigning something, but we're actually just equaling it. Okay, and then of course we have our colons here. And yeah, this is really fun and I want you guys to be creative with it. And if you create something nice, you want to share it, then make sure to share it in the comment section. Alright, let's just hop back into our slides and we will test your knowledge by taking a mini quiz. I'll see you there. Okay guys, let's test your knowledge. I hope you're ready. Let's start. Question number 1. Else can be used more than once. Is that true or false? Pause the video, think about it, and unpause it when you're ready. Okay, and the answer is false. elif is the one that can be used more than one time. Question number 2. Syntax of the if statement looks like this. If some condition, execute some code. Is that true or false? Pause the video, think about it, and unpause it when you're ready. Okay, the correct answer is true. As we said before, this is the syntax of the if statement. And question number 3. To indent, what can you do? Control plus I, Control plus P, it's automatic, none of the above. Pause the video, think about it, and unpause it when you're ready. And the answer is it's automatic. You don't have to do anything for the indentation to be made. You don't have to press Control whatever. No. All you have to do is put the colon sign at the end of your code, but other than that, it's automatic. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe to join our family. Turn the notification bell on so that you get notified when we upload more fun videos. Other than that, it's been Lynn, and I'll see you guys next time on Programming Kids. Bye for now.